Welcome to Story Scaling by podcastvideos.com, where creators share the truth behind the content, the grind, and the growth.
I did the thing that I do when I go to the jobs and get in there. It's like, hey man, like I'm a lot more valuable than you think I am to this. And because of, so what I started doing with them, it's the same thing I was doing at the Walmarts and things like that.
Yeah.
Branding them and making people enjoy it a lot more. I was putting them in situations that then all that experience and stuff from those other jobs, all those people still like Spida. They didn't dislike me. The people at the Walmart love me. The people at the security place still followed me. They still rock with me. And I'm telling them, listen to my friends, and my friends are good. Now I'm helping them gain a fan base.
Absolutely.
And it was be things that I would see that they wasn't doing correctly. And that's what got me to rapping.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, y'all not doing this, you're not doing that. And so it's yeah, the music is great and all that, but people like this, and you have to do this. No, well, all we gotta do is go to the studio. No, it's way more than that.
Yeah.
And so what I did was, TJ was like, you need to just get in the studio, Spida. Just go rap a song. I was terrible, of course, but I did it, and I liked some of my stuff, and I don't know exactly what it was, because I say part of it was people liked it because they really liked me, and then it was other people who just probably really liked it, but it wasn't done as good as I've gotten, but it was enough to keep me going.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel like it really made me become like the Spida. So I was Spida for the basketball guy. At that time I had to come up with a rap name, and I was like, something that's different, something I never heard before. What Spida got? And I just put, let's do SpidaCrazy8. All of that kind of like goes together. 8 with the Spida is cool. I don't think nobody's ever going to want to be named this. This is a long name. This is something that if somebody's named this, they had to copy me. And so that's when I became SpidaCrazy8. Started rapping. When I started rapping and doing music, it was a funny thing because I wasn't as good as other people that were doing it around me, but more people like me. So I learned that I can beat you by influence. And so when I started rapping, Kendrick Lamar was doing the cypher and he was dissing everybody. And everybody around here, that's the type of rap they did. That we were mean to each other. And we were putting out, it's like 100 diss tracks on Spidas right now, currently floating around.
Like, literally that, you think it's literally 100?
Yes. I had, like, we set up rap beefs and we beefed on the internet, and like we were literally like drop diss tracks on each other. It would be people doing it because it got so much attention on Twitter and things like that weren't even rappers. They were like Post Malone singers, and they'd make a diss track because they know if they diss Spida that people are gonna listen to it.
We talking about 10 years ago type stuff?
Yes, during the time when I felt like rap beef was more prominent. Like when Pusha T dissed Drake and Drake dissed Meek Mill, like we were jumping on those beats and dissing each other heavily.
For the love of the game.
Yep. And it got so tough with rap with me because I did still, now think about this, like this is the beginning. This is where I started at. Like I didn't even understand rap at that point. I just knew to just make words rhyme. But people liked that I had the confidence.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I wasn't as good, and I shouldn't have been beating these guys because these guys have actually studied the game of hip hop and things like that. I was just this new guy in, like I said, and I had a fan base because I was doing the other things while they were doing just this. And so like I said, I was beating them with basic stuff, and it was very simplistic. So they wouldn't respect it, but everybody else would. And so I like literally rap beef. And the only way we can judge it is by votes.
You would get the popular vote. You was the man of the people.
I beat them easily, and it got to the point. Like I said, I didn't recognize what rap really was. It got to the point where I would do a song with you, and I'm just learning how to rap. Everything is every experience of rap was exciting to me, and if I got to rap, I'm gonna give it my all. And when I started actually getting good, I did this song. It was like Pound Cake, the Pound Cake beat with Jay-Z and Drake. And this guy got on the song with me. His name was Weezy. And I'm just rapping.
Yeah.
For the love of just making music. And he told me, later down the line, he felt like I was dissing him in the rap song. And that's when I knew I was getting good. I was getting to the point where like people are really trying to dissect what I'm really talking about. No matter, even if and I also made me understand that music can be, what this sounds like to you doesn't sound like to everybody else.
Right.
What you're doing right here can be historical in this guy's mind, and it can be his favorite song for the rest of life. He can play that song right there that you think is horrible or not that good, but to him it's the most incredible thing in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm learning art, I'm learning music, I'm learning how to make music, and I'm learning how to cater to fans.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, because I'm taking everything that I do in other stuff and I'm using it in music before actually getting good at music. And then I got good at music.
Bro, let that sit for a second. Let that just sit for a second, because I feel like you're talking about, when I hear you speak, there's so many elements that you touch on. The first thing is you got to do everything 100%. Even if you pushing carts, you got to push that cart the best you can push that cart.
You got to beat the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to lose your job.
Right.
Easily.
And then I hear you talk about knowing that you weren't good musically, but you showed up every day. And the areas that you were good in, you did that until your music caught up with your influence.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's all practice. You can be good at everything. I wasn't good at being a manager at Walmart. I wasn't good at being a manager at Sonic.
Yeah.
They all started the same way. And because I learned how to do things that way, I know I can do everything. And you just got to apply it to everything that you do. So musically, I wasn't a good manager. I didn't know how to be a manager. I had never seen it before, but I knew if I worked at a study, did the things that I did when I learned how to push carts, then I'll get good at it. To the point where like, you got to beat me.
Yeah.
And I had the confidence to be, it's almost like being the little brother. I can't beat you right now. And I'm cool with that.
Right.
But I'm going to play you.
Yeah.
I'm going to play you every time.
Yeah.
And when I do beat you, you'll never hit the last, and I'm going to continue to be able to compete with you.
Yeah.
It's almost a bad thing for you to play against me because I'm going to learn throughout that game on how to beat you.
Yeah.
And the more you play me, the more I'll be able to beat you. And that's how it really happened.
You a strategic thinker. I feel like you done always had, based off your story, it feels like there's always been an element of strategy. Okay, I'm gonna show up here, even though it's gonna go poorly, I'm going to learn something. I'm going to learn. So now when I show up, I know, okay, I can do this way
better.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Don't give me an opportunity and then and make me fail. I'm not going to allow you to do that.
Yeah.
We just walk out. You're going to call me up in here to do a podcast and you're not going to tell me what we're going to talk about. That's crazy. Like you just want me to walk blindly into something. Like, tell me what to do. I want to be the best. I want to do good, bro. And if you give me that, I'm not saying that I'm going to get it down packed the first time, but it's going to be good enough for to get through.
Yeah.
You know, and I challenge people who are in high positions like that. What am I doing here? What are we doing this for? And yeah, I can be just a regular guy who shows up, don't ask these type of questions, but eventually we're gonna run into some type of issue we can solve right now. And that gets me pretty far.
Yeah. Let's talk about where things go from music. And like you were saying back then, you didn't have to have a strong online presence. Like people wasn't online for real. It was in person. And yeah, you had your Facebook and your Instagram, but like you still have to pop up in real life. Now it feels like you can have an entire career that's just online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so talk about for you when things went from more rapping and doing things kind of in person to seeing a shift happen with the internet.
Yeah.
I think I would consider you very well versed in the internet. And how it works, you know what I mean? And so talk about honestly the rise of the internet and how you seen it affect you.
So this is the craziest thing, because like I would say we go back to like me being at the electronics, very cell phone savvy. So even though the internet was booming, it wasn't on your phone like that yet.
Right.
But I knew how to work a phone better than anybody because I was that guy. Like, you couldn't beat me at working a cell phone.
Yeah.
I could text faster than you. I knew everything that's going on. All you're doing on the phone is probably texting and calling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really on the internet and doing what other people are doing on the MacBook. I can program a phone. So when the internet started getting on the iPhone, like it did, that's when I got on. I was like, okay, now it's right where I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And so the first crazy thing that I did and understanding how to take over the internet is like understanding that the amount of people who are ignorant to what's really going on. So the girl that I was dating during the time really liked Kevin Gates, and Kevin Gates was doing a bunch of crazy stuff on the internet. And so I posted on the internet that like me and Kevin Gates got into it. And it was very believable because Kevin Gates was doing a bunch of stuff, getting into it with a bunch of people, and my girlfriend liked him a lot. So we can be around Kevin Gates at any point in time. I was rapping, I was opening up for him. It was hard for somebody to prove me wrong. Nobody said I did anything. Nobody thought it was a lie.
Wow.
And so I ran with that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, bet. And then
that was a social experiment. You did that just to see if it'll go over.
Yes. And people believed it.
Yeah.
And they still to this day, somebody would come up to me and be like, man, remember that time you got into it with Kevin Gates? And I'll be like, yeah. Yeah. And nobody would question it. But that's when I was like, okay, this is the internet. This is what the internet is. And then I say, it's still, even then, I wasn't really on it, paying attention to it like I should. Like, it was just kind of like the thing with, I was telling you about the jobs. I had them and I conquered them and it was cool. I understood how to do it, but was I really locked in on doing what I could do to the fullest? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'd get on there and troll. I get on there, post funny pictures, make, things like that. But I wasn't locked into it because I didn't necessarily have to be.
Right.
Because I was just working regular jobs that didn't require it.
Right.
And so it was just something I did when it was nothing to do. And still rapping. This is when I took over the internet and I understood how to use the internet really well. Because I was in Springdale majority of this time.
Yeah.
I never came to Fayetteville. I didn't come to Fayetteville for anything. Absolutely nothing, not to rap, not to do anything. We did everything we need to do in Springdale. All the time I would come is maybe to play basketball at the Boys and Girls Club. And that's literally driving there and driving back. Not stopping to get nothing to eat, not stopping to hang out with somebody at their house. I didn't know one road in Fayetteville for several years in Northwest Arkansas.
Shout out Springdale.
Shout out Springdale. That's why I live in Springdale, and that's why I always put on for Springdale. Springdale is the place that made me understand Northwest Arkansas to the fullest.
All right.
Yeah, and so, but a lot of people think that it's Fayetteville because I do majority of my work in Fayetteville right now. Nah, it's not that. But I had to take over Fayetteville in some type of way, and because I started becoming. The hip hop stuff started to become bigger. It's like, okay, Darren moved from Conway, the radio station popped in, and now we got kids, we got radio. I'm dropping music, and people are liking it. I'm performing. I performed at I showcased Darren through, but this is before me and Darren started working. I was just the artist in the showcase, just like artists are in my showcase now. And I didn't know people. I knew certain people based off like relationships I had with females, and they knew me because of that, but they didn't know me.
Right.
And so I had to take over Fayetteville in some type of way and get everybody to know me. So it was a couple of things that happened that made I used the internet a certain type of way for. One of the big things were it was two of them. One big thing was it was a big promoter that was in the city that. He kind of said something he didn't need to say to somebody who supported me very well, and it was against local artists and music. And the lady was like, she sent me what he said, and I posted that he said it, and it went crazy in Fayetteville. Nobody could believe that he did say what he said, and it was just pretty much behind the scenes. Like, we don't really care about the rappers. We just trying to get some money out of them. And it was people who actually really cared about it. So I posted that and I de-dogged him, took him. Like, all right, bet. Everybody that knew you know me now because they're seeing it. And also what was going on during that time is battle rap was real heavy. So me and him, I posted that and I got his attention. Now you got to deal with me. Problem to you. All right, Spida, since you making all this noise, everybody talking, let's set up some type of rap battle. Bet. I got one of the best rap battles here.
That's what the guy said?
Yes.
Wow.
He had to do something to,
yeah, for sure,
because it was too loud. Like, I was coming for your spot as one of the biggest promoters in Fayetteville now. And now everybody in Fayetteville, so who is this guy, Spida? Well, I know Spida from this, that, the guys from Walmart. We know Spida, they're all on my Facebook, but they're not in Fayetteville. So I'm getting a tremendous amount of support on this that people don't normally see.
Right.
Because these are all my Springdale supporters, and like, even if you don't like it, then now I'm getting your Fayetteville people because this is active. And so, man, we set up a rap battle, and it's with Scooby and this guy named BU. I was with Scooby, he's with BU. And
shout out Scooby Dundee, man.
Man, it was such a crazy thing. We did it at one of those parks, bro, and it was like probably 100 people showed up to watch BU and Scooby rap, because BU was really heavy as far as like influencer in Fayetteville, Arkansas. He had like the streets on lock, and Scooby was a real battle rapper, and nobody had ever seen anything like this in Northwest Arkansas. Long story short, we show up, we get crushed, we lose really bad. And but it was based off me putting us in a situation that we wasn't quite ready for. But that's one way to look at it. And this is me not paying attention, knowing what was going on. Years down the line, I realized what it really was. I gained a tremendous amount of popularity, and we had do a hip hop event at a park with no police officers.
It's bigger than the battle.
It was, and everybody's talking about it.
Yep.
Win, lose, or draw, the big W was it was a successful hip hop event.
Yep.
Hosted by Spida and one of the biggest promoters in the city of Fayetteville. And we did it. And, you know, and there was respect. We shook hands. Everybody was cool with each other and left the park safe. And after that was all right. So that's everybody getting to know Spida. Me getting to know everybody. Who's who? Who is this guy? What's his name? Just Julie. All right, bad. I know I did with you. Groups had became a big thing on social media, Facebook, and I formed a group. And every time I was around somebody, I would take their phone and I invite everybody that's their friend to that group. If you was in Fayetteville, cool, boom. The girl I was dating, all right, boom, boom. And I made everybody be in one spot that was on social media in Northwest Arkansas. And that was the first time I learned how to really use social media. Yeah. And I knew how to get everybody's attention. And that was the big thing. And from there, every year, new tools are added to every social media. Yeah. And I just implement those. But I take that mindset. It's like, you get people in one spot, you give them something entertaining, you win.
Let's talk about that. Every time you speak, bro, it's so many different like places you could just jump in on, and you saying a lot in a condensed amount of time. So you've been able to, I think two things come to mind. There's this level of learning how to use perception to your benefit. Yes. Whether or not you and Kevin Gates actually got into it, whether or not you was talking to your girl, like, man, you listen to this man too much. Like, and, you know, regardless, you said something and it had a certain response. Got it. Right? Yeah. It got people attention. It got people like listening and focusing. I think there's also a level, whether that goes back to battle rapping, whether that goes back to the dude saying something and you posting about it. I feel like you also have a unique way of capitalizing off of controversy. Yes. You know what I mean? Seizing the opportunity. Yes. Yeah. And that's what I call it in the more professional way. Yeah. It's like, if I see opportunity, you better not let me get that. Yeah. I'm going to take full advantage of it. And I'm going to optimize it the right way. Like, I'm not going to be disrespectful. Right. But I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity that you give me. Don't do that. If you don't want me to be successful, don't lay a small bit of opportunity in my face. Yeah. I'm gonna seize it, and it's going to be way bigger than a lot of people think it's going to be. Because the biggest thing that I would say is that people don't take advantage of opportunities. If we want a big difference, is that like
everybody could have been that manager at Walmart. Everybody could have been a manager. One of the people who were rapping at Flow Gang could have been a manager. They just didn't take the opportunity to do that. I say what it is like, because I used to do this thing because the more I started knowing people in Northwest Arkansas, the rappers and things like that, they used to say things like, what was missing? It's like, well, I'm gonna do what's missing, because there's so many of you guys running this way and nobody's running this way.
Right.
So like the opportunity it's always there. It's always opportunity, because it is going to be a mass majority of people. What is like what's in right now, what's fashion, what cell phone everybody's using, what internet, what TikTok or whatever. It's still going to be something over here.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people doing, but you're not paying attention because you're so caught up in all these people over here.
You bought into the hype.
Yes. So what I'm gonna do is everything that you're not doing.
Yeah.
And like, I don't care how, lame you think it is, or how, because the simple fact is, if I get just as many people to say they like what I'm doing as you, then we're equal.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing about it. And I can diss you, I can cause controversy, and I'm gonna have my 350 comments looks the same way as Drake's right now. If Drake got 1,000 comments and I got them, I look the same way. So what are we doing? And capitalizing on that, understanding how to market that, how to do it in a professional way and in a way that it can be controversial.
Yeah.
It's all strategic. It's real. It's not something that I'm faking. Like I if I gotta go buy this to create this image just so I can push what I'm trying to do, then that makes more sense than buying into something else that I don't know what it's going to do.
Right. Let's talk about that first viral moment.
Oh, man.
Do you remember your first viral moment?
My first viral moment was the most insane thing ever. The Kevin Gates thing, all that happened, and it always goes through it. I really hate it sometimes because it happens so much. Not really understanding what it was, or what was going on, what I was doing. I ended up, like I said, I was going through a bunch of different stuff, and I was rapping at this point. And I got a job at Handel's Candle. And it's one of the craziest parts of my story, because Handel's Candle was owned by Walmart.
Okay.
And it was a company that I was making candles. I mixed fragrances, and I was just working the job because I needed money, and I didn't have a real good job.
Yeah.
So it was a temp job that I got there, and I did the Spida thing. They liked me, they helped me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm at Handel's Candle, and this is my job. It's a factory job. It's not the best job in the world, but it's some. I was catching rides with people who worked there. I had befriended people who worked there, and they were kind of like on the same thing. But this is me growing up. I'm a grown man now. Like, I gotta work. And so I working at this job, Handel's Candle, and like I was a guy back in the back mixing fragrances, and it was two other guys that was in the front, just like the boss, and this guy named Skip. I love Skip there. But Walmart came through doing interviews, and they were doing like industrial jobs, and they were interviewing people. Now, this is Handel's Candle, not the best job. I shouldn't have probably been there,
right,
with my experience and who I was, but I was humbled, and I was there, and I was making the most of it. My competition of who was going to land a real interview with Walmart was very slim. It was, Skip didn't even want to do it. He's just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And then you got, I had Hispanics that were there that didn't even know English to even do it. And so getting the interview was the easiest thing.
You saw an opportunity.
That was it. Walmart came in, and they was like, hey, we want to just talk to people about working in industrial jobs. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to do this? Are you serious? Bet. And like, I'm still not thinking this is Walmart interviewing me, big deal, whatever. That's not what I'm looking at it as. Like, I just wanted to get interviewed because I just want to talk to people.
Right.
So I'm getting interviewed. They're talking. Of course, I'm doing great because I know how to talk to people. It's no hiccups for real. Boom. Like, the guy says it to me, and I'm still not caring. Right. I'm at work. I just got a break from having to mix fragrances. I'm getting interviewed. I'm finna talk to these folks. Hey, man, I rap. I do music on my, yeah, man. And so He leaves. He's like, real good interview. This could be.
Yeah.
I remember his face. I don't know what his name was. I remember that so vividly. And I was like, whatever. I can't wait to get off so I can go rap right home. I didn't care about it at all. They come back. It's like, hey man, can you take us to where you be rapping at?
Really?
Yes. I have this documented. I have the video and everything. But I take them to the studio. I'm rapping the pound cake verse, and they also come to my house, and they see how I'm living, and they put this all in a Walmart commercial, and that was my first viral moment. Like my grandfather had me on like his DVR. I was getting played on like the lit TVs.
Wow.
Yeah, and they also was like doing it's like Independence Day and stuff like that, but it was on TV a lot. Like Mama's got to see her son like be on TV, not only with like rapping and doing what I wanted to do, but like with Walmart. And people were saying it to me. It's like, Spida, I don't think you understand how big this is. And I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I got paid from it, like a good little bit of money. And like I went and bought like a house. I went and bought cars and stuff like that. I didn't do anything with music with it because I wasn't really in it like that. I just wanted. I remember I was working at Handler's Candor. I ain't have a lot, so I went and took care of life when I got paid from it instead of actually taking that and doing stuff to elevate my rap career.
Yeah,
and that's just how much I didn't understand what was going on. And but that was my first viral moment, and it was really. And after that, I just got back. I got comfortable to the point where it's like, okay, I can comfortably make music.
Yeah,
I could go to the studio. I had this guy named Kevin Sims, Fly Solo, Fly like King Pimpin'. I used to go over there and record all the time.